Welcome back to the squad Chicago, DaSquad Pod. Got many different names out there. And as my friend sitting to my right here said a couple weeks, basically you've came to see four good friends talk shit to each other about sports. That's what you're in for right now. You're in for about 30 good minutes of us just talking shit. Maybe not today, though. Maybe not today. Let me correct myself. We may not be just talking shit today because Thursday night football happened. Now, we're recording this on Friday. You're seeing this on Saturday. So we're still extra pumped up. You might be slightly less pumped up because it's 2 days removed. But this literally just happened less than 24 hours ago. The Bears. Hold on. Let me get the intros in. What am I doing here?
Like, beep, back it up.
Back it up. Let me get the intros in. We got my man Truth is here today. What's up, Truth? Okay. Unnecessary.
What's up, baby?
Unnecessary.
What's up, baby? Bringing out the energy today.
Then we got my man DGB White Chocolate. What is going on, my guy?
Yo, what up? What's going on?
Everybody feeling good today? Got that Bears win we're about to talk about?
Ooh, yeah, the Bears W glow. Just feels good.
We got that glow. Everybody in Chicago.
We're shimmering right now like Twilight.
Stop. No, stop. Like I was about to say, the Bears welcome in the old man in the Bucs, Tampa Bay. Last night, Tom Brady, greatest quarterback of all time, the golden child of the league, best quarterback, best football player, got stomped yesterday by the Chicago Bears. By Khalil Mack. Like, we were just awesome. It was awesome. It was an awesome defensive effort. It was a great third quarter and fourth quarter offensive effort.
Oh, yeah. Second quarter, yeah, offense.
We're not going to talk about the first two. We might have to talk about the first two because
the last couple minutes, the last 6 minutes of the second quarter, or however many, yeah.
yeah. It's just rough. The offense, we'll get to it. We'll talk about it. But first, like you said, we all got that W glow. Give me some feels. How did you guys feel about the game? Everybody was excited. We were live tweeting. Everybody on Bears Twitter was excited and happy. How are you guys feeling right now about this dub?
Good, man. It's first of all, a Thursday night matchup that you actually wanted to see. I mean, obviously helps that we're Bears fans. Right. So, but actually having, you. But, man, like watching it be competitive the whole time. I mean, some of it was hard to watch, right? Some of the quarters, some of the drives, but it being a competitive game and then obviously coming out with a win. I mean, I was sitting there on the couch cheering for sure at some big defensive moments. And, the Kyle Fuller forearm, oh my God.
The monster
dude, there were so many, the Khalil Mack flip of Tristan Wirfs.
One arm, you had people on Twitter today, I was like, oh, that's easy to do. He's on one, he's off balance. The man is a 340-pound dude. He easily has, 90, 100 pounds of Khalil Mack. He tossed him like a rag doll. That was amazing. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. So, no, I felt great, man. It was, at the end of things, definitely, it was like the last couple plays there for Tampa where it was just like, oh, man, like standing in front of the TV, just, one of these, like, please hang on. And hey, they did it. So,
listen, we're going to.
Thank you, Bears.
Right, exactly. So, the Bears gave the ball to Tom Brady with a minute left. And, man, I sent this into group chats last night, man. I'm usually an optimistic ass dude. Like, we got this. This is Tom freaking Brady. This is like old Tom Brady, though.
Like,
Truth. How do you feel about the game?
I feel like I was more optimistic about this game than any other game that we played. Honestly, I saw the score was like 13-0 second quarter, and I'm like, the Bears is going to tee up second quarter or second half. I already knew that, and it's exactly what we did. But it was all the defense, and I knew we were going against Brady, so I saw the time on the clock. I'm like, oh fuck, we could potentially lose this. also came down to the kick on Santos, right? That's right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like,
yeah,
right.
Okay, hold on. Like, I was super pumped. I'm like, yeah, chill. Like,
Yep.
we did it. Like, all around, all cylinders. Offense, like, we turned up when we needed to. Defense, there's that all game long. They were getting Brady frustrated as hell on the sideline, bro, and on the field. And then our special teams, our kicker, like, he was able to perform. So I'm just
Cordell Patterson too. Cordell Patterson,
Yeah.
Big return.
arguably one of the best kick returners, not punt returners.
Definitely.
That really belongs to Devin Hester as always. But Cordell Patterson,
Always.
man, he is explosive out there. All right,
Bears 4-1. I'm loving it, and let's just keep it going. I feel good about it.
Right?
Totally different take, man. Totally different
Carolina.
take.
We'll talk about this in just a quick second, but we got Carolina running in next week, which they do have a soft defense. So I'm kind of optimistic about a 5-1 start. But some things I did want to kind of get y'all's opinions on, because although the game was fun, was not pretty. At first, at least. It was not pretty. Our offense to name, to start off with. Now, I get it. There was no preseason. Nick Foles, Mitch Trubisky split the training camp 50-50 with the ones. So Foles didn't have as many reps with the ones as you would like your starting quarterback to go into the season with. Our run game still was not great. Yeah, Montgomery scored a touchdown. Fantastic. Derek,
also something that
what'd you say?
It's also something that I feel like we should cover too, the run game. Picking up Lamar
I'm just
Miller.
I'm talking about the whole entire offense right now. So it was just, at least to start off, like the first two quarters, we can't maintain this. I'm not going to even ask a question because we just can't maintain that. Like, our defense, again, I named our last pod. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I named that last pod, bend, don't break. And we basically saw that. Like, yes, they're just giving up field goals. Only one touchdown, right, to Mike Evans. Yep. So I'm okay with that as long as our offense is able to compete. We did not see that the first two quarters. Nick Foles is Per usual, 100%.
Every week.
One thing that I did notice, not one thing, there's a lot of things, as you'll hear. But another thing that I noticed, Nick Foles' arm. How many passes did he have that were over 15 yards that he actually completed? You know what I'm saying? He had beautiful dimes all night. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Here and there. Yeah.
It was 50-50.
One to David Montgomery or to Cordell Patterson.
Cordell Patterson on the wheel route was
the perfect. Jimmy Graham catch touchdown. All
placed it perfectly for that one, dude. That was huge.
But we saw, I believe this was the first quarter. It might have been the first quarter, might have been the beginning of the second quarter. Darnell Mooney run this amazing, beautiful route. Wide open, walk-in touchdown. All he has to do is just plop it right there. Mooney's he's beat his man. He's beat the corner. He's off to the races. The pass was like 10 whole yards off. Like, it was bad. It was bad. And that wasn't the only one. I don't think it's the accuracy of Nick Foles. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's arm. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, and I would say with that pass, like I was reading something which maybe you give a little credence to as well, but on that route for Mooney, in terms of like how flat he like flattens out his route to like maybe he should have been a little bit more towards the hashes or but either way, it wasn't just that throw. I mean, there was the one to A-Rob on a 3rd and 2 that was kind of earlier on in the game, and it was just like not a catchable ball. And then there's just there was a couple other ones like where it would either be forced in there or it was not exactly in a good spot. There was another one to A-Rob that was really low. It was just kind of not the best accuracy, but when he needed to make the drives happen, he did. And then did you guys catch that little kind of interaction between him and Matt Nagy on the sidelines?
Foles? The one where Mitch Trubisky's kind of like sitting around.
He slinked over and kind of was like, hey guys.
Remember me?
No, but I think what they were saying in that moment was that Nick Foles was really, saying to Nagy, like, yo, when we got this rolling, like, let's keep it going, And it's like, I'd like to hear a little bit more on what they have to say with some of that, because the up-tempo offense for the Bears has been very successful. And I know it's come in garbage time for a good portion of it, But, end of the second quarter, they're scoring 2 touchdowns, to bring us back into the game in a hurry up mode. It's just shown success. So it's like, I wonder, again, I know I said this before, but like maybe seeing a little bit more of that,
Right. No, yeah, we've been screaming that so far all season. I mean, goes back pretty much through Matt Nagy's offense. Like whenever they're in that 2-minute offense and the pace is just going and going, there's movement. There's movement in offense. And yeah, they need to implement some sort of that in the first couple quarters. Like we cannot continue to start our drives off with punt, interception, punt. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep doing that.
Right.
Third down conversion rate. I tweeted something about that. Remember, it was like, man, I hope this is not. It was after Nick Foles missed A-Rob on something, and it was like, man, I hope this isn't like a 2-11 or like a 4-14 night for third down. Ended up being a 3 for 10 on third downs. Still got a dub, but goddamn, that has to be fixed.
Yeah. But speaking of pace, I think that dude still gotta go. But offensively, I think our offensive coordinators are looking good. Like I like what they're doing. Like especially when it comes down to garbage time. Like we say it every time. Like we can do it second half every time. Garbage time, we're cleaning it up. We're just doing like phenomenal shit offensively, all aspects of the team. Let's just get it earlier. Like let's pick up that KC effect, just be like all game long. We're just dominant offensively from the QBs to the receivers to the running back. Like everyone's got to be hitting. But I love the leadership that I see from Foles. It's a lot different energy that you see on the field from when Mitch was out there on the sideline and when he's talking to Nagy and like anyone else. Like it's a lot more different, dude. So like that single-handedly converted me back to like, yo, the Bears are going to win. They're going to fucking make it to the playoffs. Like I can easily say that now. We're 4-1.
Oh yeah, you can
from
easily
that
say
leadership.
That you sound,
but
you
no,
sound,
well,
you
no,
sound
no,
so
no,
much
no,
like a chump
no,
right there,
no,
bro.
no,
What are you
no,
talking
no,
about?
no. Now we're going to definitely backspace.
4-1.
Hold your horses, Professor. We're gonna backspace because just keep in mind that I was the one that was riding for BDN, baby. Big Dick Nick, all right? And I said, if this man starts, which he is, week 3 started, and we've been tearing it up, bro. Change the dynamic of the game for
I don't know about tearing it up, but
okay. All right, he's not tearing it up, but he's looking good. He's looking good, and we're still getting dubs, but he's also getting more people involved, bro. Like, I don't want to say it again. Like, Truth's takes have been on fire, but, like, the tight ends are involved, bro. That Jimmy Graham throw was placed perfectly for him to catch it with one hand to get us back into that game. Like, that's impressive. That's what we're going to be looking for. Get the young boy in, like, more involved in that. He can learn from Jimmy, but, like, it starts from the QB, and he's got that leadership. He's got that swagger. I said that before. Also, you have to, like, bet that he told Nagy how to beat Brady because he's beaten Brady before. You know what I'm saying? So he's enlightened him. He's like, yo, this is what this man's going to do. I can't stop him on the defense, but the defense can stop him, and it's exactly what we did, So it's got to start from somewhere. I'm pretty sure it came from Nick Foles, but obviously they knew how to, they're going to do whatever they want to do, defensively. But
offensively, like I said, we were slow, and yeah, everything everyone and we just said was great. Everybody with 2 eye holes can see this. My thing, we have playmakers. We have playmakers on this team. A-Rob, playmaker. Even though that one interception, the one interception of the game,
right? Carlton
hit
Davis.
his hands. Yeah, hit his hands. And I think I saw we have 6 total interceptions on the year. 3 of them have hit A-Rob dead in the hands. Damn. So I know that's not going to be the narrative all season. Still, extend that, man. Extend A-Rob. We're still screaming. I just thought that was a funny little stat. That's all. Extend that, man. But we have playmakers all over the field, man. And I guess this is just a shout-out to the coaching because they're finding out ways to use them. So Cordell Patterson, not only the kick return, but using him out of the backfield. Wow, I couldn't think of it. Using him out of the backfield in different situations. I think we started the game with him on a jet sweep. Like, coming up with creative things. This is what Nagy is known for, but like, not what I haven't seen from Nagy these last few years is putting his players in the best possible position, and that's what I think we saw a little bit of. Mooney, I saw some of his routes this time. They were a lot better. I shouldn't say better. what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't know. They looked a lot crisper.
Improved.
Yeah, improved. There you go. And I think that's just more indicative. There it is. of him taking that number 2 spot from Anthony Miller. But yeah, we got some straight playmakers both on both sides of the ball. For some reason, it just hasn't all clicked yet, and I'm looking at the schedule, and I don't know when that explosion is going to happen. It might be against Carolina, so because we got Carolina coming up, and then we got the Rams, Saints, Titans, and then the Vikings. So the next 5 games, 3 of those are pretty tough because the Vikings have soft D, Panthers have soft D. So yeah, next out of the next 5, 3 of them are looking pretty damn tough. So I'm hoping that explosion comes in the Panther and we start to really figure that out, get some fourth quarter points.
4 quarters of play, 4 full quarters.
100%, 100%.
I think that could come against Carolina.
No
CMC.
Oh my God, that's a good point.
So it's just this is gonna be a Mike Davis revenge game.
Yeah,
and after the way Rojo sat down Eddie Jackson,
I was just about to get to that. The other side of the ball,
Roquan couldn't wrap him up a couple times.
Exactly. Yeah. So the defense.
Mike Davis revenge game.
We'll see. Defense. We are.
I think the defense. Yeah.
We're looking. We're strong, but that run defense, that is not good. It is not good. We made Rojo look like a top tier A1 running back last night. And don't get me wrong, Ronald Jones is good. He's good, but he is no Alvin Kamara. He's no, Christian McCaffrey.
He was just bullying people.
Yes.
And then just crisp like that cut, on Eddie Jackson. But Roquan, he missed. He had missed. I think there was like 2 of them, but he had said like, I've got to do a better job. Like, like that's on me, and I'll take that. So it's like great,
Couple of them, he was stopping them back.
Go ahead, young man. You got this one next game.
But hey, that's just nitpicking. They'll shore that up. And again, we're missing Goldman, so that's a huge part of it. Huge part. But Mac was unleashed last night. I don't know if you guys saw it, but from the official DaSquad Chicago at DaSquad Chicago on Twitter and Instagram, I put out a couple of just some predictions, and I did say Khalil Mack will be unleashed today. I went soft with the stats. I said he was going to get 1+ sack. Man, should have had 3. Only came out with 2. But, man, did he not look dominant last night. I know the last pod, I was kind of iffy. Like, oh, man, we haven't seen much from Khalil. This man showed the forge up last night. It was great. It was absolutely phenomenal to see.
Definitely.
Just
him unleashed.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way I can put it. That's just the best way you could be. He's just unleashed. And it was against what was considered at the time, a top-tier line as well, too. Mm-hmm. I know he's going to be
performing well.
They had the audacity. Get the single cam on that. They had the audacity to not double that man. What were they thinking? Putting a rookie on this man the whole game.
Yeah. No, man. I know. Well, I saw the stat from next gen stats. It was like that Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn both, they had pressured Brady on 43.2% of his dropbacks, which was the highest rate since 2017. His highest, So Khalil Mack had 6 pressures, the 2 sacks, so it was 17.5%, and Quinn was getting pressure on almost 18%. Also, Khalil Mack had that 1 pass deflection too. So, he got you that, a couple things. I mean, it was just like relentless. The Bears up the middle also with Akeem Hicks getting some good pressure. So, I mean, and that was against, again, a good offensive line. So this Carolina one is looking tasty.
I think that game score looks a little different for us if Khalil Mack and all of them didn't rush Brady as much as they did or put that pressure on him as they did, because that just leaves the field open. But, that's why Ronald got all those yardages on him. If he's getting pressure, if they're going for Brady, bro, I mean, he can do whatever he wants, but they still want to be someone to stop him. If you look, Brady was looking left side of the field most of the time. Like I said in the group chat, he didn't look for Fuller. He wasn't looking right side at all. He knew, especially towards the end. But
he was looking more towards Fuller than Eddie Jackson. I don't think Eddie Jackson got a single target his way.
Evans ate it up, and Evans he was on the left
from
side.
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, from Jalen Johnson.
With the rookie, which Looked very good. There was one or two. There was one on the comeback or the curl for Evans that was like, he got lost on him a little bit. Evans just ran real crisp, so it was
beautiful. Beautiful.
But overall,
we're talking about a rookie up against one of the best in the league. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was still very happy. I know he gave up that touchdown, but that was just a really good pass. That was just an elite play right there. But still, really good, really, really good. I love I just love our
looking up. Love it.
Yeah, we are. So 4-1. We all called it here at the squad last time. We all called the dub. We got the dub. 4-1. Possibly looking for 5-1. Cannot wait till next week.
Yes, sir.
We're still not number one in the division because the Green Bay freaking Packers Troops team is also absolutely dominant.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be tied with them, after this week. So, I mean, we're still going to be in second, but we're right there. It takes one game, dude.
We're right there. We're one game behind them, but I'm just looking at their schedule. They got the Bucks next. And here's the thing. I know their defense probably isn't as good as ours. They did a pretty good job against Atlanta, better than us.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty decent.
Yeah. Their pass rush is good.
Their pass rush is good.
Yeah.
But their offense is elite because of that man, that bad man in the backfield. Aaron Rodgers, without Devontae Adams, without who else was he missing?
Allen Lazard,
yeah. Without some of his top receivers, is still putting up numbers, bro. Like, this is an MVP type season thus far for Rodgers. I'm putting that energy out there because usually when I say shit like that, it gets reversed. So
smart man.
I'm going to keep note of all the times that you say that because you said that like twice this week. I forgot what the first one is. I will remember this one for sure. I will remember this one.
But no. So listen, I know a couple pods we talking about the playoffs being expanded and everything like that. Since the NFC is not looking like you have what's that trash division with
the East
trash teams? The East. There it is. All the trash teams. There's only one playoff team coming out of there for sure. So the rest of the NFC doesn't look like it seems like there's an easier path for us to get into the playoffs. So with that being said, at this point, I'm going to be very honest. If we I just need to see our offense evolve because at this point, if we're going up against a top tier defense or not defense, a top tier team like Green Bay, which we will in like 6 weeks, that whole fourth quarter shit where we wait until the last second to grab the dub, that's not going to fly. That's not going to fly. So I can bring that up. I can remain optimistic. I'm going to remain optimistic, but at the same time, we got some fucking work to do on that offense.
It ain't gonna fly with Rodgers. Well, I was gonna say with our offensive coordinator, what's his name? Bill Lazar, right?
Lazar. Yeah, Lazar.
Lazar, coming from Miami. And I was saying earlier we picked up Lamar Miller. We're trying to get rid of Cohen, which is all right, that sucks. I really like Cohen. I thought he was a really solid guy for us.
No, they signed him.
Yeah,
they extended that man.
Yeah, that's right. He got the contract. But Lamar coming in, he's a bigger guy. He can probably fit into our system a little bit better behind Lazar, who was his coach back in 2014-15 on Miami, where Lamar Miller actually tore it up. He was going for over 1,000 yards plus, or he went for 1,000 yard plus in that season. And then the same thing afterwards on Houston. Now he's in Chicago under the same offensive coordinator. So I like that we're bringing in people like that can work with other players that are coming in the future. It's just like, okay, you fit this play style. Let's tear it up. Let's try to get some magic going right now. So I think they're doing good on the management part with that.
So you think you're with Porky. You think the answer to our running issues is Lamar Miller?
No. No, I think it's a better.
That was all.
It's a better pickup than Cohen because Cohen's talented. He's really quick. He's just a small dude. It's just he can actually convert after his touches. He's clearly not going to run it up the middle. He's going to get a throw. He's going to run it off the screen, whatever. But with Lamar, that dude can rush up the middle. If Montgomery goes down or if he's just tired, he can run up the middle, and he's good off the catch too. So it's just
before we move on, I do want to.
He's coming off of an ACL.
Yeah, that's
right. Yeah,
so that's the only bad thing.
So we'll see how. I think that's why he's on the practice squad because he went through a few teams and no one signed him. And this is I think he even went with I don't know.
He was on someone's practice squad. Might have been Seattle. I think he was on Seattle's.
Yeah. And Seattle, I think that was before Carlos Hyde too, and they still didn't sign him. So it's okay. So we'll see. David Montgomery. That's what I was gonna add. Derek, you brought up a good point. That man was like, I think he was watching too much Le'Veon Bell tape. Like he was trying to pull off the hole. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna try to find a hole and then run through. But as you pointed out, DGB, that man does not have the speed to pull that off.
The burst isn't there for that, to be that kind of guy, like to the extra steps in the backfield. Like I get the patience part because on some of those, like, yeah, you need to be patient for the hole to open up and then boom, you hit it. And he does at times, but like some of those where it's like, he can make guys miss and he has good contact balance, but like other times, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, that was like the hardest working 3 yards I think I've ever seen. And it's like, it happens time and time again. And that's why it's like the offense is like, oh, wow, look, he's working really hard. And it's like, it's good that he's getting those yards, but it's not going to do enough.
He's working hard, but it's working hard for minimum gain. This, again, I keep saying Panthers defense, a bit soft. So I believe they're on the bottom half of the run defense. I know they faced Kenyon Drake last week. He didn't tear it up. But let's hope David Montgomery can do some damage. Like, hopefully that's the game where everything just clicks, gets over 100 yards, gets some passing, gets some, like hopefully this is a game that sets him right because after, like I said, after the Panthers, we got the Rams, which is a good defense. We got the Saints, which is a good defense. We got the Titans, which is a good defense. So, we'll see. Anything else that you guys want to talk about from last night as far as the Bears dub? That's everything, right?
Mitch is not even in the talk anymore.
No, Mitch is done, bro. I'm sorry. Unless Foles gets hurt, I don't. Oh, that's people were calling. Like, I know we had the first 2 quarters. Like, all right, single view again. I mean, this is out to everyone here. Listen, sometimes the Bears offense is going to struggle. Sometimes Nick Foles isn't going to look as crisp as he possibly should. When those times occur, do not run to your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook, wherever you want to vent your frustrations out and demand that we put Mitch Trubisky back in. Let's not do that, Chicago. Okay? Can you guys agree with that? Like, no calling for Mitch. Like, it was like halfway through the second quarter, people were like, oh, man, if Mitch did this, Foles would be in. No. Stop. Just stop. Nick Foles is our starting quarterback going forward, and we're going to keep it like that. I'm hoping we can get a new backup.
We can get both of them.
Yeah, right. Oh, facts.
I mean,
hey,
did you guys did you see my pick? My months ago we did a pod where we were like, who's the Bears? Who do you think the Bears are going to draft? And I said Trey Lance. Did you see he declared for the NFL draft a couple days ago?
Yep.
Ha ha.
Yep. number 2, number 3 quarterback coming out this year.
Yes. He actually didn't look. I think he only played like 1 or 2 games. He didn't really look that great, but still excited. All right. So that's the Bears. We got the Panthers coming up. Look forward to that. We'll watch the Panthers this weekend and see how they look. Who are they facing?
That is a good question. Oh, they've got the Falcons.
Oh. Okay.
So Panthers with the Falcons this week. So we'll be able to watch an offensive show.
Yeah. God. I'm gonna be watching this one really closely. I'm not gonna lie. All right. So that's the Bears. We got the dub. Yay! Happy. Again, you're watching this on Saturday. We recorded this Friday before the game happened, but we have Game 5 of the NBA Finals today. Game 5 already, and it's 3-1 Lakers way. Is this it? This is LeBron's 5th or 4th? Right, it's 4th one, right? Is this it? Is this his 4th one? You guys think so?
They're wearing the black Mamba jerseys.
That I think
undefeated
might work
in them,
against
right?
them. There's been a whole lot of hoopla. There's been a whole lot of hoopla on the internet, and Mr. Jimmy Butler, Mr. Jimmy G Buckets, has internet access.
Does he? Did he apply for that in the bubble, or did he stay cut off from
I'm just saying,
friends, family, and internet?
These last couple games have been close. They haven't been complete blowouts like the first couple ones were. I don't know. I think the Miami can pull out another one tonight. I'm not gonna front. I think Miami can pull another one out. If not, make it damn near competitive because I know they're not just gonna get run out 4-1. But ultimately, I do think the Lakers are still gonna grab it. My question, and everyone thinks this. My question to you guys: this falls a little bit close to home. MJ will have 4, or not MJ. I mean, I guess that's just ruined the suspense for my question. Wow.
I knew you were going there.
Well, all right.
LeBron should, I'm not saying he will, but he should have 4, considering they're up 3-1 in the finals right now. And he's going to be put in a good position to have a 5th one within the next year. If he gets to 4, if he gets to 5, will this unseat our GOAT?
No,
never.
No, it's no. Like it's going to be the same thing. Even like after this one, absolutely not. If he gets another one, still no. It doesn't change the fact that like MJ is the GOAT. Like LeBron had it paid for him this year. Like this is bubble basketball, bro. Like it was probably the easiest season that he's had. Like not a complete cakewalk, but like if he's going against someone like James Harden or Dame, you know, who's that talented in the final, which isn't possible. But like, if that were the case, you know, it probably wouldn't be.
Didn't
I
the
mean,
Lakers
they beat both of them.
Yeah,
both of them.
Early in the season, early in the playoffs. Early in the playoffs,
bro.
All I'm saying is like, look, Jay never had it paid in the playoffs, in the finals, as easy as LeBron did. But I do stand to this day, like I still stand out. Like there's more talent in the NBA now than there was back then. Like on all teams, I do stand by that 1,000%. Different eras or whatever, but I definitely think there's more talent now. But like it's the Eastern Conference, dude. Like they just lack the talent, so it's paid for him to just.
What do you think this year? So was considering what was going on with the bubbles, was the Clippers the best thing? Or was that the only roadblock in LeBron James' way to his ring? I think so, because the 76ers weren't doing shit. The Bucks weren't doing shit. Who else was some of the top teams going into?
Right,
Dallas
the
Mavs. The Mavs looked really good, but unfortunately they fizzled out. I mean, I think they had a major injury or something like that.
The Mavs, Luka Doncic. No, Porzingis.
Porzingis, there you go.
Porzingis tore his MCL or something like that.
Right.
Went down.
Clippers were probably, in my opinion, the only one stopping him. Like you said, Terrence, I don't know if it was paid for him, but it probably was paid for him. In y'all eyes, is this an asterisk season, or is this like just, hey, this is for free?
I don't know that this is an asterisk season for me because, I mean, nothing happened in the way of like players getting COVID, so then they were sat, you know? Like if Dame Lillard had COVID and he was out for that series against LeBron and them steamrolled and went to the next one and, you know, so-and-so like that kind of where it was affected, you know, the quality on the court, you know, was actually pretty much the standard of what we see in the playoffs, you know, kind of yearly. Some of the matchups to begin with weren't that great, but overall, I think the quality of the actual play wasn't, you know, impeded by COVID. The non-crowd stuff is definitely different, but I don't know that it is asterisk level.
Okay.
So, I mean, LeBron's got AD, you know, there's that argument. Jordan had Pippen. You put LeBron and AD against Dame, and then, like, the rest of Dame's team is not performing in Portland. It's just Damian Lillard. You have James Harden, Westbrook. Westbrook didn't do anything throughout the playoffs pretty much. He was MIA for a lot of the games. You just have James Harden. Like, that's just one superstar against two solid, consistent superstar or all-stars. Like, they're just always consistent, and they're bigger guys too. Like it's
next year.
It's just a lot easier.
What about next year?
Well, I'm saying now let's move over to the East.
Hold on. What about
we got the Nets?
Hold on.
You know, Kyrie and Durant fully healthy. You know, that's more competition than Miami Heat or Denver Nuggets in the semifinals. You know, like they knocked out the big guys early. Mavericks would have had a better chance too, for sure, if Porzingis was up. I think, but
what about next year? Do you think he had with that boy? I didn't even get it out. I was about to say with that Burke Curry and that boy Clay getting on the court. You don't think he gets to the finals again?
No,
because listen. You said something about MJ facing more talent in the finals. Yes,
Harder
and no.
competition for sure. Yeah.
I don't know. LeBron has faced some tough ass competition. Some tough. He had to go through San Antonio, had to go through Golden State like 50 times. Like I'm not gonna throw out and say MJ had the easier or the hardest competition because LeBron at least in the finals, maybe sometimes running up to the playoffs, like especially when it was on the Eastern Conference, maybe it was a little bit of a cakewalk, but at least in the finals, it's been pretty tough for him. It's been pretty tough competition. I guess that you can see his record. It's kind of reflected in that. But no, I just brought this up for next year because they're dominant this year. Just wanted to see if you guys would think this will continue next year. It doesn't look like you guys do. So we're all in agreement on that. Anything else? I mean, I know we were super hyped on the Bears. We went on them for a little bit long, but hey, we're the squad Chicago. We're of course gonna go on them for a little bit longer. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we enjoy our weekend?
No, I mean, I'm gonna be excited to watch this game tonight and see, if the Lakers can close it out. But other than that, I mean, it's like the beautiful other part about a Thursday night victory is now we literally can carry this feeling over throughout the entire weekend. So our Sunday, where we were watching, this slow paced Bears, Bears wins and one loss, where it was kind of a little bit painful. Now we can take that whole Sunday watching all the rest of the games and feel great. So
you are not lying, sir. I cannot wait to just kick my
Chicago
feet up
Bears.
And enjoy. I cannot wait. Hey, and also thank you, Chicago Bears. You guys have actually been doing really well with my whole betting thing. Like I didn't know, like betting for the Chicago Bears to cover, like that stuff is risky.
Who gave you your came up? Who came up for you in your betting for the Bears?
What you mean?
You said you're betting on the Bears. Who came up? Like who did you bet on that you came up on?
The Bears. I bet them to cover.
Just in general.
Just to cover. Yeah, just to cover. And consistently, they've been actually really good at covering. Like they're usually just down. They're usually like 3.5 points underdogs. They're usually pretty good. Like I think 4 out of 5 games they've covered, which is pretty high. So hey, you see me? I'm trying to get some betting segments in there. Look at that.
Better than last week where it was like, no.
Last week
done
I was
with this.
Like, yo, screw this shit. All right. Well, I don't have anything else to say. I think that's pretty much about it. I just want to enjoy this dub. Go ahead and smoke another hit and take another hit, I should say, and just enjoy this dub a little bit more. I might even rewatch this game a little bit just to kind of enjoy it because man, it's a top tier team. They came into Chicago and we held down, bro. I'm just fucking excited. I'm excited.
Yes, sir.
But all right, I'm done. Are you guys done?
Yep, I'm good.
Fire. Thank you guys. Hey, thank you guys. Not you. You. Thank you for watching the Squad Chicago. We will see you next time.